we're live, we'll give it a minute or two. You guys already tuned in. We started the feed a minute or two early today, so we'll just hang tight for a minute, let everybody jump on, and then we'll get started. In the meantime, you can watch Demos breathe hard. We just got back from a walk. Only about a half hour. That was enough. That was enough. Yeah. It's going to get even warmer this week. Yes. Oh, Demos. What's up, dude? What's up? I feel like he's going to be doing this the whole time. Eric, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm not breathing as hard as Demos, at least not yet, so.
Mr. Duffy's on there. Ryan, how you doing? All right, guys. Let me turn the Zoom camera a little lower here. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and get started. I think we give everyone a chance to tune in. If you're on YouTube and you've not signed in yet, say hi in the chat. Looks like we've got a handful of people on there. So let us know that you're here. We'll try to get a little warm up in around Demos's slobbering and all that stuff here today. He's going to be jumping in for the workout. He really looks like he's the most jacked out of all of us. And he just lays around all the time. All right, let's just start with our cat-cow. So down, hands and knees, arch the back, and then flex it, and then go back and forth a few times. All right, let's go for our twisties next. We'll go left hand behind the head, twist your elbow toward your opposite knee, and then up to the sky. What? Hey, get out of here. Demos, they can't even see me. Okay, trade sides if you haven't already. All right, so next one, let's go to a hip flexor stretch. Okay, so leave your left knee down on the ground, put your right foot up like this, so they're both about 90 degrees. Go ahead and tuck your tail in, and kind of pulse forward into the stretch, and back off. I'll let you know when to switch sides. Just a couple more. All right, go ahead and switch. He's very tired. Well, Demos, good boy. Good boy. Just a couple more here. All right, then go back to left knee down, right leg up. Okay? And then I'm actually going to face the camera so you guys can see what I do here. Okay? So left knee's down, right leg's up. Our right leg is going to go off to the side, like this. Okay? And then our left hand toes on the floor. This should look just like a Turkish sit-up position, just like this. Okay? So what I want you to do is take this top hand, grab a handful of your ribs, and just keep your hand right on your ribs right here. And then you're going to make your right shoulder twist down to the floor as much as it'll go, and then twist it up and back as much as it'll go. And we'll do 5 each way. That was 5 for me, so we can go and switch everything. So right knee, right hander down, left hand has your ribs, twist down, and then up to the sky, 5 each way. All right, and we'll just probably do one last one for today. Right knee's already on the ground. Let's just do our groin stretch. So kick your left leg out like this, and just rock back and forward. Back and forward. Get that big stretch on the inner thigh, high groin area. Trade sides. So on your left knee, right leg is out, back, and forward. You can also go down to your elbows too. That might help you get a better stretch. All right, go ahead and relax. Hopefully we're all nice and warmed up now. I know Demos is. Where'd he go? Did he just go back? Oh, he's in his spot. He likes to sit like right in front of the office door and go guard the office, make sure nobody gets in there. It's not supposed to be in there. Officer Mike, you know who you are. So, all right. Oh, we got a few people signing. Officer Mike's here. Ryan's there. Vanessa's here. How we doing, Vanessa? Happy belated birthday. I think, Eric, you're the only Zoomer for today. All right, so first off for today, now that we're nice and warmed up, we're gonna get a little bit of strength work to kick off the session. And throughout the session today, it would be a good one where if you do have more than one kettlebell, to have a lighter one where you can do things like presses with, and then a heavier one you can do things like swings with. And also if you only have your one, then that's not a problem. Just run with the one you've got and just do everything with that for today. Okay. But we're going to do some strength work first. So a bell that if you have more than one, maybe err on the side a little bit lighter. Don't you use 28? Sure. Yeah. All right, guys. So one of the exercises we're going to kick things off with for today is a floor press with the kettlebell. And there's 2 main positions that we can do these in. We can either lay our legs totally flat on the ground, which is going to be our preference for today's version. There's also a kind where you can do like a glute bridge and keep your hips up off the floor. And that's a good way. And if that's the only way that's comfortable on your back, then go ahead and do that or bend your legs or something. But if you can, we're going to go legs flat for today. And then I like to give a reminder on these on your arm angle, because we could be anywhere from my arm right up against myself all the way up to 90 degrees. And our sort of sweet spot is going to be, maybe 30, 45 degrees, somewhere in this range would be good. Up against the body is acceptable, although it's not quite as optimal as being out a little bit. However, we don't want you guys up here at 90 degrees. That's going to be out too far, especially with a kettlebell. That's going to be too far compared to like a dumbbell. It's still not good, but it's even more precarious, I think, with a kettlebell. So shoot for 45 degrees, somewhere in that ballpark will be just about perfect. And so I'll kick it off, go for my left arm, and then you'll go when Adam goes for your left arm, and then we'll swing back here and hit the right-hand side. And we want to look for somewhere between 5 and 10 reps, depending on what weight you have. And so if you've got a heavy weight, just do 5 reps. If you've got something you can climb up to 10, and do it well, then go ahead and do that one for today. Mike says no snatches. No. That just doesn't mean it might not show up later. All right, so I'll go ahead and kick it off here. So left hand side, we start it just like Turkish get up on our side. Press it on up like this. Other arm comes out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After your last one, 2 hands. Turn your side. All right, so you guys are up 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys. So I'll kick off the right hand side. Demos is going to supervise over here. Always use 2 hands and roll to your side to put your kettlebell down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and good job, Demos. Good supervising. All right, so we're going to take the same weight that we just did for floor presses, and we're going to do some front squats with it. So I'm going to do a left-sided rack position for 5 reps, and then set it down and do an animal match. And then after everybody's done left side, then we'll go right side. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, right hand side for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. All right, take a second, dry off. You need a quick chalk. Make that happen. And then we're going to run that through again, starting with the floor presses. And again, floor presses are between 5 to 10 reps. So do somewhere in that number that you feel like you're working, and also that you're not trying to do so many that your form breaks down or anything like that. What, dude? Hey, get out of here. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. All with 2 hands. Roll to your side, put it down. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Right hand side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, here we go. Right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And 10. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and go to those same front squats. I'll do lefty for 5, and then you guys match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, your guys' turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, guys. Right hand side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, your turn. Right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, guys, just short break, 30 seconds, enough time to chalk, dry your hands off, pet your dog, whatever you need to do. Not too long break, though. All right, so we've got one more time through that series, and then we're going to move on to other material after that. So let's go ahead and get it started. Lefty for the presses. D-Monster, you're just chilling, huh, dude? Yeah, it's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, your turn for lefty now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right hand side now. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, right hand side for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, so let's get those front squats now. Make sure you don't hit your dog with the kettlebell. Lefty for 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. All right, guys, right hand side for 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, your turn. Ready for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, guys, very good. Take a breather for a little bit longer break now, and then we're going to shift gears. So, water up, do what you need to do, and we'll move on. Got a pretty good crew here on Instagram so far. Lauren Demos says hi back. Monica, how are you doing? Yeah, I got a good crew on Instagram today. Well, I think we already scared a few away because a lot more people signed on than are currently viewing right now. All right, guys. So we're gonna keep up. What? You want to be on camera? Mr. Popular today. We're gonna keep up with a little bit more strength work, and we're gonna move into a couple different strength exercises. But it'll basically be the same format. I'll go my left side, and then you match with Adam. Then I'll go right side, and then you match with Adam, and then we'll do the other exercise after that. So our first one is gonna be our lawnmower row, and for these ones, we're gonna put yourself into a really far front to back position with most of your weight up in the front leg, okay? And I'm gonna brace my elbow onto my knee here like this, and I'm gonna be doing my rows from right there. I know it's a little bit dark, but hopefully you can see my bright red shoes. My back heel is very far off the ground, okay? If your heel is on the ground, you're gonna be out of position for this. So you should be like using your toes to help drive your weight onto your front leg. We don't want to be back in like a 50-50 position. I'm very actively putting most of my weight toward the front for this one. And so I'm going to do 10 on the left-hand side, and then you guys match it, and then I'll go 10 on the right hand side after that. So start it off with a kettlebell maybe a little bit behind your heel. All right, about right in line with your heel, somewhere in there. My back toes are active and pushing me forward. I'm going to do 10. All right, your turn. 10 on the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, other side now. Weight mostly on your front leg. Back is flat.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys. So our next one, we've done this before, and it's always a little bit complicated. It's always a little bit of mentally confusing. And so it's going to be a kettlebell drag through. So I'm in my push-up position. I reach the kettlebell, I drag it over. But then before I do the other hand, what's going to happen is the hand that I just did the drag with taps my opposite shoulder. Then it goes down. And then I tap my shoulder. And then I get the bell and I drag it back. So it's going to be 10 total, 5 each way. I'll do my first couple maybe a little bit slow so you can kind of see the rhythm of it. And then I'll maybe go to more of a normal speed that we're looking for after that. So, push-up position with the kettlebell about in line with my lower sternum area, somewhere about there. And my feet are real wide, like where I would do a swing or maybe even like a double kettlebell swing. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag the kettlebell through. And I tap, and then I tap. So that'll be 1. And then I drag, tap, second tap. So there's 2. I'll go a little faster now. It's more normal speed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, look out. 9, 10. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more each way. 9. And 10. There you go. Okay. A little shake out, enough time to, again, dry the hands off, get some chalk, whatever you need. And then we'll do our lawnmower rows again. Why are you still breathing so hard? We've been back here for 40 minutes now. All right, so lawnmower rows, 10 reps on the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, your turn. 10 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. Riding for 10 now. All right, time to ride for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, we'll go with those kettlebell drag throughs again. Same thing, 10 reps. We'll do the shoulder tap exactly like before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't work too hard over there, Demos. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go, guys. 10 to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, again, one more kind of shorter break, and then we'll hit a third and final time through that. How are we holding up so far? Officer Mike, what weight are you using for all this? You got your new 24? You better be using a heavier weight than Demos is using for it. That's all I can say. Don't work too hard over there, dude. Monica's doing good. All right. Demos, you ready? One more time through? All right, guys. One more time through it, starting with left-handed lawnmower rows here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Whew. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, here we go.
7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, kettlebell drag throughs. Last round of these.
1, 2, 4,
go, guys. Let's go get it. Go get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. All right, guys. Short breather, like 1 maybe 2 minutes, and then we're going to shift gears to our last exercise of the day. 20 kilo press, 24 for the squat. Officer Mike says. Were you doing 10 reps on the presses, Mike? You could have got the 24 for 5 reps. While we're on break, I'll do a couple of our announcements, just in case I forget at the end. So, number 1, we got nominated, or we made the top 5 for nominees for Best Gym in Portland, and we're trying to rally votes to get the number 1 spot. So we have a few weeks to try to get as many votes as possible. We put a link on the Facebook students group, and so if you want to vote for us, we would very much appreciate it. And you do get 1 vote per unique email address. And so if you're somebody that has multiple, not that I'm saying that you should vote from all of them, but it's possible if you want to vote from all of them. So we're trying to rally some votes for that. Number 2, this is our last week of doing the classes at 3 o'clock. Starting on Monday of next week, they'll be at 12 noon. Same format, Monday through Friday, the regular workout, and then Saturday, simple and gentle Officer Mike Day. It'll just be at noon on all of those days rather than at 3 o'clock. And then I had my newest episode of the Find Your Strong podcast come out earlier today, talking about attitude and mindset and finding motivation to train. I know a lot of people have been a lot of people always struggle with that no matter what. And then I think especially in times like this where a lot of their maybe favorite resources to train, like their gym or especially jiu-jitsu or something like that, is not really available. Some kind of mental cues and tips that you can remind yourself of that might help get you the motivation you need to start a training program, stick with it, or whatever. So feel free to give it a listen, and if you feel like it might help somebody feel free to send it their way. And the more people we get working out and getting strong, the better. Right, Demos? You can't all be on Demos's program. He just flies around all day and he's super buff. I would not be super buff at all if I just lay around all day. Got to work hard just to have this, Demos. And you're just freaking jacked, and all you do is lay around. So, yeah. All right, guys. So here's the part where if you have a heavier kettlebell, you might want to go ahead and get it. I'm going to swap out the one I was pressing for a little heavier one, and we're going to be doing some two-handed swings to finish up here. And then the pace of this is going to be quick enough that you don't want to have your chalk like on the other side of the room. So keep your chalk or sweat towel or both pretty nearby. So this is one of those ones. This is one of those ones we call simple but not easy. So it's not complicated. And at the same time, it's not going to be the easiest workout either. So we're going to do sets of 10 swings, and we're going to do 10 sets. So just 10 sets of 10, easy 100 swings, easy 100 swings. They're all going to be two-handed, so very straightforward. And the timer or the intervals that we're going to do them on today are going to be every 45 seconds. So it's not quite simple and sinister speed, which is every 30 seconds. It's also not what maybe you guys are used to, which like every 60 seconds is pretty common. So it'll be a midway point right in between those. So I'm going to go get the timer set up here, and then we'll get going. Let's just run the same format. I'll do my 10, and then you and add a match. And after you guys are done, it'll be probably close to that 45 seconds already, so there won't be a whole lot of time left. Look out, buddy. Go over there.
Now, continue on.
Don't try that at home, kids. Minimize your walking swings if you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You must give a little room for these here. Woo! All right, 5 seconds.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. These are gonna add up. My butt's so sore from squatting yesterday. You must get out of the way. Go get out. Go get out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Round 4 coming up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alexis, if you're watching, just one more, then you'll be halfway done. All right, round 5 coming up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, these are adding up.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 more, guys. 3 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 more sets, guys. D, move. Move. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last set, guys. 1 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I'm finished. Let's go. Steve, come here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work, guys. That's a wrap. I don't know about you guys, but I feel I got a workout today. I guess I had 2 today because I came in. I was snatching this one earlier this morning. Not as many reps. Demos, did you have fun? I think Demos likes hanging out for class. Just got to make sure you don't get hit by a swung kettlebell. Oh. Oh. Demos, you got more attention than anybody else on the Instagram feed. Adam and I are here working our butt off. And you just lay around and look cute. Tongue hanging out of your mouth, you get all the attention. Oh. All right, guys. Demos, come here. Let's start class out. Come here. Come here. Good boy. You sit. That's a good boy. All right, guys. Sit. Eat. All right, you want butt scratches. That's what we got for you for today. Demos, thanks you for tuning in and joining us for the workout. Quick recap, we've got classes at noon starting next week, so no more 3 o'clock. They'll still be archived just like before though, but classes will be live at noon. Vote for us, best gym in Portland on Willamette Week. If you're not on the Facebook group, send us a note or something, email us, whatever, and we'll just send you a direct link to it. And then lastly, podcast came out earlier today. So talking about kind of mindset and attitude and helping people find some motivation to keep up with their training in general, but especially right now under limited resources and challenging times. You can always go take Demos for a walk. That's a good way to get some exercise too. All right, guys, that's what we got for you. Strong on 3. 1, 2, 3. Strong. Thank you very much.